exact same features as other brands' products have. Even when it comes to features, and even when it comes to camera quality. Yeah, it can happen that a little bit up and down is there, but no any kind of special features are there. And even lots of people even though say this thing, that Samsung camera quality is much more better than Apple. But the thing is not that who's better, who's lesser, but why still, after having lesser camera quality, why Apple is still on the demand. Not even iPhones, but every single product when it comes to iPad, when it comes to MacBook, when it comes to smartwatch, especially iPhone. But why? What's that special thing? And even by the research, it also has been told that Apple doesn't invest much in that content creation. Content creation means that designing that Apple phone. Those are adding features, which you also can see. Apple doesn't put much. But why still? Apple is always on the demand. What's the special thing? What is that thing? Do you know? Then what is that special thing? Every year, people are like, okay, Apple iPhone 15 has launched, I'm just going to buy. Apple 16 has launched, I'm just going to buy. Why this is the thing is there? Because just for Samsung, for people are not there doing this. For any other brand, people are not doing this. But just because of Apple, why people are doing this? Do you know this thing? I'm guaranteeing you, you will be shocked by knowing the reason. And the reason is not very much deep. It's literally very simple. And do not worry, I'm saying this thing with proof and a guarantee. So you do not have to worry that, hey, is it fake or real? So there we begin with it. So I'm actually gonna tell you in this video that how Apple have played well. Just because of focusing on the context part, Apple just rocked. Apple just rocked without having great content. So there we begin with it. You know, if you want to grow any product, if you want to be successful in any industry, you just need these three things. If you just have to answer these three questions, which is actually what, how, and the most deepest, why. What, how, and why. And even why thing is this much powerful, even so many books are there on it. Start with why and lots of. And this thing, the golden circle rule, it is there. That what, how, and why. It is not discovered by me, it's discovered by a big authority called Simon Sinek. What, how, and why. You have to discover this thing. If you're clear on your what, if you're clear on your how, and if you're clear on your why, with the guarantee and prove I am saying this, and even that person is saying that, you will be successful in it. But people, as easy it looks, it is not. Proof? Let's take it. You know, most of the people answers the why. And very few people answers the how. And very, very less people answers the why. How? Let me just tell you. If you take any random, let's take any carbon. How that carbon starts. That person first answers what. What that person is. What that person is selling. We design great cars. That person answers what? What that person is selling. Great car that person is having. Okay. What are the features and all those things? How it works? That person will say they're made of leathers and they're good, they're simple to use, user friendly, it's for family, and that's what. That person will gonna tell every feature. For leather it is made of leather, it's very comfortable. But why we should buy? Comfortable, okay. But how it will gonna help us? Made for family, okay, nice. But how it will gonna help us? Because there are lots of family cars. Lots of cars which are actually made of leathers. But how it will gonna help us? You must have seen that thing. Observe that thing. And that's where the people lack. They answer what? What they design? Let's take any other brand. What they say that? What they answer first? We make great computers. Okay, nice. Then they answer how? That they are beautifully designed, simple to use, and use friendly. Okay. But why we should buy? Why? They're like, good, great features, okay. But other brands are also there, but why we should buy yours? We do not need any kind of features, but still. Blank. But here Apple played well, literally very well. And that's what actually made Apple grow. Here is what. Here the Apple starts with not just what, that Apple starts with why. Then how, and then what. Listen why first. Apple start like it. And this is how everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. And we believe in thinking differently. And then it answers the how. And the way we challenge the status quo is by making our product beautifully designed and simple to use and use friendly. And we make great computers. Listen to this very carefully. It starts like it. Everything we believe in challenging the status quo. And we believe in thinking differently. And the way we challenge the status quo is by making our product beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. And we make great computer, and which happen to make great computer. One am I one? Yes. What was the special thing here? The special thing wasn't anything very different. The special thing was just that the question why, that answer was there. Everything we do it differently. We believe in challenging the status quo, and we believe in thinking differently. Then an audience find the question have arrived that okay, challenging the status quo, thinking differently, but how? Then Apple says that the way we challenge it is by making our product beautifully designed, dash, dash, dash. And how you think differently, which actually happen to make great computers. And this is what is the thing. You know, most of the time, it has been shown by research, 90% of the time, people do not buy your product because they are having doubt. Not because of the reason your product is there. Not because of the reason your marketing sales skills is there. The thing is that audience is having doubt, question, but they're not asking it. But without your saying anything, you just answer it, audience satisfaction level, happiness level goes to high level. Take the example of your school. When you were in your school days, you used to have so many questions to your class teacher. Your class teacher was there telling you about some particular topic, and you're having questions, and you are like, you want to ask, but still you're not asking it, just because of the reason, what if your class teacher or teacher will scold you? But immediately something happened that at the end, that class teacher answered it, and you feel literally very satisfied, and you'll be so impressed. And that is what is the thing. Without you have asked, your class teacher have answered that, and you're like so happy. And that is what is the thing. Even lots of skills are also in demand, like public speaking. You know, these all things, lots of people don't, even when it comes to fear, people don't tell that, hey, I am having a fear of going to stage. Usually people do not tell it. No, but still if you come, making the course of public speaking, people will come and people will super impressed by you. And even if you will take every single example that legs are shivering, heartbeat is going at a high level, completely blank on the stage, people will be impressed. What problem is there of them? But they are not saying it. And that is what is that thing. The product which actually goes to high level, which are always in demand, answer all the questions. All the questions. Apple's the one of the great example. And I know still, some of the people must have the doubt that, okay, great. But still, there must be any kind of people there who likes feature more, camera quality more, those all things more. But at that area, how Apple plays there, what's that single reason? Then here's the answer of it. The human brain is broken into three major components, which is first the muse brain, and second is homopopian brain, and third is neocortex brain. The neocortex brain actually is dependent on the watch. There's all rationalizing, there's all cultivating, analyzing, and languaging. It just clears all the thing when it comes to it. And a middle part, when it answers the how and why, for that, limbic brain is responsible, where it's there for the feeling, like trust, loyalty, decision-making, human behavior. And just by how and why, limbic brain takes the decision to buy a product or not, to trust you or not, and buy a product. And just because of those all, why and how, human behavior takes place, to buy or not. Just tell me, and if you're thinking that, hey, trust, loyalty, will you going to buy a product from the guy or from the person whom you do not trust, whom you hate? Will you going to buy a product from that person whom you do not even trust that? Never. And that is what. And even just because of trust, you buy a product. Just because of the loyalty, you buy a product. And limbic brain, how and why, enables you to take decision, enables you to give a human behavior. And that's what. You know the most interesting part, where most of the professionals lack? You know, the what thing. What actually controls all the facts and figures? What only answers the what only answers that also fact and figures? If you're coming and selling a product and telling that this is a fact, this is a figure, this is a statistic, only your what will be gonna answer, not anything else. Nothing else. And even this will also not even enable people to take the decision, to trust you. Trust will only gonna build from why? Trust, human behavior, decision. And what the people mistake makes is, they just go, tell the facts and figures, and that's what. They collect it from a particular place, they just told. It can happen for a point of time, you have to have a benefit afterwards. No. No. Because facts and figures only clears what is that particular thing. But for the why, you have to go for the feelings. You have to go and build the trust. You have to understand human behavior, decision making, and which only happens when you add something controversial. When you just pick something. When you add something negative. Because negative is more powerful. News, media, always on the demand. And always negative. Proven. I'm guaranteeing you 99% of the time on the media you will see negative news. And it's always sort of like demand, oh my god, what happened? And that is what is the thing. It just clicks on people's mind. And if you even add controversial, that's what will gonna happen. If you add the things like, hey, we challenge it. If you're gonna add something like, we challenge the status quo. Or if you're gonna add something that, hey, we believe in thinking differently. Others were aside and you aside. And that's what. And you know most of the people what they think? Most of the people think that, hey, they are the person, nobody can compete them. They are the person, no disease can happen to them. They are the person, if they will do anything, they will drink, they will smoke, nothing will happen to them. And when they go to a hospital just because of the reason, some problem has happened to them, and then they think so, hey, why it all happened to me? I didn't do anything. And why did it happen to me only? I'm this special. Most of the people think like it. And you're saying differently, challenging it, connecting people at the area. And that's good. Professional aside, everybody inside, they are humans only. And humans only buy a product only when connectivity, trust is there. And that is what is the thing. Remember, your goal is not to sell your product. Your goal is to sell your belief. And Apple sells the belief. And your goal is not to hire people so that they can do job. And if you were going to hire people so that they can do job, they will work for money. But if you were going to hire people because of the reason they suits your belief, they believe what you believe, they will work with the sweat and blood. I'm not taking the example of the 9-to-5 job, but that's what will going to happen. Take the example of Ronaldo. He's having a great passion towards football. He works literally so hard. MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, love cricket, work so hard, believes in themselves. They work so hard, why they love? It's hard work still, but why they're doing it? Because they love, because they believe. And that's what. When you're having same belief as other person, when the person is having same belief as you, that person will work on hard. What? That person knows the after result. And that's what. But what other brands focus on? How the product can be sold out. How. And even these all things come at the area of EQ level, social awareness. And you know, then lots of people say that the EQ is inside thing, and IQ is inside thing, and EQ is outside thing. And if you're having great IQ, you're very intelligent. You can you can go heights in your life. But when it comes to EQ, not much. Then let me just give you great awareness. You know, in this world there are four kind of a category. First, non-professionals, low EQ, low IQ. Second, professionals, high IQ, low EQ. And third one, entertainers, political people, industry, Bollywood, all those people. High EQ, low IQ. And another, high IQ, high EQ, both. And you know, these two are the 80%. And these two are the 20%. 80% of this world is made up of their own people. Professionals or non-professional, 20% are this. But these 20% holds the most of the wealth of this world. Most of the world. Most of the world's wealth is held by these 20%. 20%. Focus on the area. Their IQ level is not good. But still EQ level is good. Take the example of Kapil Sharma. When that person have started, he was not knowing English. He was still not that much great English, not a great intelligent level. But still, how that person is earning millions? There must be any kind of reason. Why? What's that reason? His IQ, EQ levels were really great. Social awareness. Bollywood people, Hollywood people, politicians. That's why they played great. Entertainment people, comedy people played well. Not have great IQ, but still. Kapil Sharma, great example. He's earning millions just by making people laugh. Why? It is building connectivity, connection. And that is what he know how to influence people. And even if you were gonna take the example of any random reels, any rubbish reels on the Instagram, girls are dancing, having millions of followers, earning literally great amount of money just by dancing. Even proper dance they do not know, to tell you. Low IQ, high EQ, played well. And that's where Apple rocked. He focused on the EQ more. He focused how people are influenced. He focused on the most of the context part. Take the example of Starbucks. Starbucks is having he's having the best coffee in this world. Best coffee in this world. Never. If you go to any great cafe, any great restaurant, you will find better coffee than Starbucks. But I'm guaranteeing you that cafe, that restaurant cannot go higher than Starbucks. Why? Because Starbucks know how to influence people. He's very great at EQ level. He's focusing on the context part, not content part. But other restaurant, content part, how to make our product taste well. And that is what is the reason. And that is what is the reason. Please remember, people never ever buy what you do. People always buy and believe why you do. Why you do it. You will never see more audiences coming to the person who is, at the starting, that person is saying that, I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. I came here because my parents have forced me, because my friends were forcing me. I'm very sorry. I'm not prepared, but still. At that point, most of the audience will have a negative image. We're not going to buy a product from him if that person is coming on the stage and selling. I was not prepared, this whole lot. Never ever. Believe, trust will be half 40%. You will not going to still like that person. And that's why. And if a person is randomly coming, but still that person is saying, oh, good morning, or even starting with that line, good morning, or everybody, hello, still you're gonna like that person comparatively more. Why? That person not saying, my parents have forced me. This is what is the thing. People buy and believe why you do particular thing, not what you do. Because what you do, millions of people are doing in this world. Millions of YouTube channels are there. Millions of companies are there. People love, buy, believe, trust why you do. And which simply proves what you believe. And which simply is proving what you believe. What does your product look like? Have you remembered that day that when you're just buying product because of the reason that person is really, really kind, that person is telling you a particular product very nicely, greatly, benefits of it. But still, you're either having it or you do not need it. Or it's like, you just seen it, you liked it, and you just buy it. Purchase it. Bought it. Why? Because that person was influencing you in such a great manner. And that is what is the single greatest reason is. And I want you to keep creating great changes.